Then we went to eat.
There
Oh my. 200. Oh, it's a horrible speech. 200.
Are they still up or shaking down?
Still there.
Yeah, I know. So
I'm in between meetings where section's fixing to start, so
Let's go ahead and get started on the next item, which is the work session agenda. It's an advance directive by the St. Cristo Hospice and Palliative Care. Please come forward. And state your name, please.
Good evening, I'm Christy Worley. I'm a registered nurse and branch administrator for St. Cristo Hospice and Palliative Care. And we asked to be on the agenda today to just reach out to the community, including City Council, regarding advanced directives. This is the hard discussion that people need to have with themselves and their families. It's naming that person that you want to make your decisions in the event that you are unable to do so for yourself. In this packet, it has a bunch of information about that, as well as your living will, which is what you want done and to what extent you want to have things done. And then also, in the event that you don't want anything done, there is actually a form in there that you can take to your physician and have them fill out with you and have it signed so that you can be a do not resuscitate. So that's what all of the forms are inside of this packet. They're very helpful, and it's better to have it in place. Once you pick your person, let them know what you want so that they're able to do that on your behalf. Because Lord knows, if you don't want anything done, then don't have the person that's going to do everything for you be the one in charge of that. And it does help to relieve some of that stress from your family members in the event that something like that happens, including, car accidents and those kinds of things. Some of the other things that we have going on with San Cristo Hospice, just to kind of let you guys know, is that we're reaching out to the community to art supplies for recycling. We have a bunch of volunteers that get together and they do different things for our patients and other people of the community in order to provide different things. And so we get kiddos gathered up and they do different projects at the youth center especially. And so if you guys have any of those, then you can bring them down to our office. We're located down at 1502 East Main Street. And if you guys have any questions about your right to make your medical decisions, then you can give us a call at 846-3060.
Would you repeat that?
719-846-3060.
You were representative at the expo here, weren't you?
Yes, we were.
I know my wife did one of these, that was very good information.
It is.
That I read already, so.
Absolutely. Sometimes, something as simple as, your stomach starts hurting and you have an appendicitis going on, you just never know. And so having this stuff put in place can really help save a lot of family issues.
How important is it to have someone local versus because a lot of people have family, in another city, and maybe they have a friend here, but they really want to.
In case of emergency contact stuff, so say you're in a car accident, God forbid, and they find your phone and they hit that in case of emergency button on your phone, then it tells who that contact person is and they're able to contact them, and then they would know how to get in touch with you and with your information. So it's a good thing to provide your person with a copy of that information as well, so that everybody's all on the same page.
Are you offering anybody, let's say an elderly person, to go help them with this?
Absolutely, absolutely. We have a grant that we've put in place that we've applied for and received through the state of Colorado, and so our organization, anybody and everybody, it doesn't matter, as long as you're over the age of 18, if you need help with this, all you have to do is call us and we will provide you with the paperwork and all of the information necessary in order to fill it out. Because a lot of times people don't know, what should I put here, who should I put there. If you open your booklet to the advanced directives part where it talks about who the person that you're naming, so your medical durable power of attorney for healthcare decisions, you can have it so that somebody makes decisions for you immediately, or you can do it only when you become incapacitated. So there's different options there for you, and you can actually, one of the nice things about this is that you can name people in a hierarchy, so it could be your spouse and then your next favorite kid. That is a very important thing. If you have a child that you're not super best terms with, then don't pick that kid.
Especially if they're in your will.
And especially if they're in the will somewhere too, yeah, because that really does depend on a lot of decisions made.
To keep your family out of litigation would probably be the best thing to get it notarized.
Absolutely, absolutely. And like I said, a lot of people, what they end up doing is they'll go through and they'll get something off the internet, but it doesn't have that hierarchy. And so then you have two sisters that are 50-50, and one mom wants mom to live, and one saying mom doesn't want this. And who do you listen to? So you really do need to list it in, you know, order of who you want to make those decisions. So.
And if someone were to collect this pamphlet and go to your office, do you have a notary there where they
Yes,
can
we
get
do.
it all?
Absolutely.
Like a couple other copies of this.
Absolutely. We brought a bunch for you guys. If there's other employees of the city that would like them, or anybody
I would
else.
like some extra too, please.
Absolutely.
So-
Anybody else in your families.
Anyone that doesn't know, and that is a veteran, the VA offers, and they go through the whole thing, and will do it for you and sign it all off to the exact same thing, and that's who I did find who was my veteran service.
Absolutely.
They'll assist you.
There's a company that I went through when I did our wheels, and we have, it's called legaldirectives.com. If I'm taking your fire away, just stop. This company, I'm sorry, but this company, you sign up for their services, they keep your emergency contacts, your physician information, your allergies and medical conditions, your healthcare power of attorney, your HIPAA authorization, and your living will. So if you're admitted to a hospital, you just give them this card.
And that's very important, because a lot of times, you know, you have somebody that is part of your family and you don't want them to know your information, something like that, or even your medical power of attorney. If you don't want somebody to know your information, if they're not listed on there, then they cannot know. And so it's really important that you do have this put in place. Like you said, right now for a lot of us, it's car accidents, you know, especially with the traffic that we have coming through in tourism and such. It is really important to have your paperwork put in place, and it does relieve that burden from your loved ones in your life. So we also do also have, like you were saying with the veterans, we do that for non-veterans and for veterans alike. We will put together a class for you. All you have to do is reach out to us, contact us, we'll set up a time, we provide the booklets, we provide the pens and the candy and all the other good stuff so that everybody can get the information that they need, and we'll help you to fill them out. The more people that are prepared, the better off we are. It really does help the healthcare system.
Is this something maybe we can encourage our city staff to participate if they don't already have this program
This is a
going?
great thing to do. I don't know if you heard the story a few years ago, but the entire city of La Crosse, Wisconsin has done these. That's like 50-some-thousand people.
It's huge. We've been working on it.
Yeah, it became some citywide promotion promoted by one of the pastors of a church, and it just caught on, and it's a wonderful thing to do because it puts you in control.
It does. And people don't want to talk about it. None of us want to talk about our own mortality. But let me tell you something. When you're sitting there and you aren't able to make your own decisions, I know for myself, I'm 38, and if I am in a vegetative state, don't keep me hooked up to something where I know healthcare. I know. So my stuff is put in place. We go in for a simple surgery. You know, a lot of places, and I don't know if that's the case here or not, but a lot of states have implemented a one-day MPOA, medical power of attorney, where you go in for 1 day for a surgery and you can name that person, and it expires at midnight or at the end of your stay, so that you have somebody, because you never know. You're up on that table. You have nothing is 100% guaranteed.
No.
Nothing. So. Like I said, anybody is more than welcome to reach out to us. We'll come out and set up classes. If you guys want us to come back and talk to your city employees, that's completely fine too. We appreciate the time and being able to come and speak to you guys about it. And we agree, it's a really important thing. People don't like to talk about it, but it happens to all of us. So we've already planned on asking them to come in during our health insurance open enrollment period so that they can come in and have that opportunity to talk to all of our employees.
Excellent.
It's good. Can I get a couple?
Absolutely, absolutely. You have yours?
I'm gonna make my overboard.
What?
Absolutely.
He didn't have one this last time.
So important.
They would keep his wife insisted on making decisions. She wanted to die.
Absolutely.
He
You
didn't
have all
want
you
to
want
deal.
here,
He
sir.
didn't have no papers. So
You're good?
Recycling.
There you go.
thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
That was great.
No, we skipped
Thank you
right
very much, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, this concludes the work session agenda, and let's go ahead and take another little break, and we'll come back and we'll open our meeting at 6 o'clock.
It is 5:39, we got 20 minutes.
Who's gonna take a card?
I'm gonna find out if my 10 miles. Go down there and make Marlon's old office.
Like when we travel.
Down by the gas man on the right hand side.
Or somebody got a house and just find it.
I don't know, he was headed that way one day, so I had to hang up. The gap.
What you signed and keep it in your phone somewhere that's,
How are you?
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it's on there. Your contacts, I think.
Just learning saws, our sizing, we're waiting on just a couple other things. We had to return our original point of sale. It just was not.
That's funny.
Hey, Greg, I got some stuff here for you.
I don't have emergency. I swear Dave's phone.
We're negotiating that right now, and I'm still
Oh.
use it, but no, I have to spend an additional $900 for the software. So it's like, do I spend almost X amount of dollars, or do I
General?
use a smaller?
Emergency
It's a
SOS?
tough bullet for me to find, because I really was like,
Scroll down and you can set up emergency
yeah,
contacts
it's just scoundrels.
in
We oversold.
H.
You gotta see that.
And not only that, but they had my treasurer sign off on the document that I was negotiating. She just needed to give them the routing number.
Wow.
Hey, what's going on, Mike? I'm just on break at my city council meeting, and I just wanna see if we're still on
You know, just
tomorrow.
kind of pressured her. She said she got 3 calls.
Working over there?
Yeah, yeah, sounds good. So it's 6 o'clock, and I've got your address, and,
The units were.
We're good.
And you told them to turn Apple Pay and Google Pay.
yeah,
Be afraid to use
So
that.
sounds
I
good.
don't have solar miners.
I'll do that, all right.
But everybody's so
Wow.
Yeah, thank you, okay.
But no, we're really close. I'm waiting on this the boss.
I don't even know my birthday.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Sorry?
This register, and then we had to get some new types of,
Non-alien.
plate to hold high, because the ones that we had gotten from the first order, they weren't working well. Like the dough was sticking to the disc. Yeah, it was just a cardboard disc with like a piece of paper on it, and it was sticking to it. So we're trying to hone in the right way before we
And it's
send out a product, because we say, oh, this was great, except it didn't come off the plate onto my.
We have an extra charge for that either.
So, but.
The cardboard's retail.
Right.
So we're looking at this other tray, kind of like, it's something you can
I know,
actually
right?
bake a pie on. But like, our people, they took some more pies home last night after the training session. They're like, we went to Papa Murphy's over the weekend. We tried
Add
this one.
emergency contact.
This one's much better than Papa Murphy's pizza.
The whole thing?
I was
I've
really
never had Papa Murphy's, but
fresher ingredients locally sourced.
Right, and like the sauce we're using is like a real Italian recipe. There's no oil in it at all. It's very, very
God, you guys are
awesome.
making
And
me
like
hungry.
the guy
Is
that we
there a
got the
vending
recipe from, he
machine
actually studied in Italy.
No oil.
How to make it.
That's
Yeah.
not Italian.
That sucks.
Are you making the big batch?
Oil is life.
We're gonna make just like, you know, we have a big veggie mix or veggie, what do they call it?
Vitamix?
Vitamix. We have a big 64-ounce Vitamix and we blend it, and then we have a big 30-quart mixing bowl to make the dough, because otherwise people are gonna get real tired trying to make dough. I'd rather have a machine to help them. But I've got like a prep guy, I've got a worker, we're looking for one more worker.
Now you're paying these people or they're all volunteer?
Oh no, we're gonna be paying. It's just kind of like, and I took the page from you guys at Noah's Ark, you know. You have a separate business that runs. Now the only difference between you guys and us is you guys have the patients, like, you know. But then again, you sold everything so inexpensive, you had a high turnover.
I don't know if there's a time frame.
Yeah, but
We do, but I mean for our
what we
inventory.
sell, everything they sell is donated.
Right, our inventory, we're picking up, you know, from a distributor. And now, like, at the expo, I had, like, people go, hey, man, what are you buying? Show me the numbers from this person, and I'll, it's like, no, I'm not into that. But I'll entertain an idea if you want to bring something to me. But I'm not gonna go and tell you what I'm paying.
Right.
I think you should start bringing us more.
Your what?
So is it,
I think you should start bringing
I don't
us
know.
people.
What we're gonna try to do is not this weekend, but the weekend after Labor Day weekend. We wanna go to the farmer's market before it closes and just give out samples. So like, we'll make them, I'll take them either to the youth club or to my house or wherever, just where we have ovens. Or
Yeah.
even all the board members will take one to their home, and we'll cut it in little squares and just give it away and say, hey, we're open. You know, just give it away, let people munch while they walk around. Maybe do like 10
Well, I know
pizzas or
you
something
can't
like that.
do blood for a
They're
long
like 12 and
time.
16 inches. And we may just consolidate down to a 12 inch.
Let me offer this, if you want to cook them immediately, you can get a gas grill in the farmer's market. I've got a pizza oven that'll get up
It
to
is freezing.
900 degrees. It slides into your gas grill. Do you think that's good?
It slides in. How big does your gas grill have to be?
No, just a normal gas grill, like this.
Like a camping gas grill?
Yeah.